Is there a human right to be loved? Well, I doubt it. Of course, there are rights to the expression of love between and within genders. But the thing so many people take for granted, especially in Western society, and that hugely shapes their adult life, but which is also absent to others, which results in dysfunctional, addictive life paths, is the receiving of love. The receiving of love that enables an infant to develop into a normal functioning adult to give and receive love. Absolutely astonishing. There is no fundamental human right. But no, it would be impossible to police, and of course nobody has a perfect childhood. But I think the point I wish to make here is that contemporary society that increasingly defines us as consumers transfers this satisfaction quenching mindset into relationships and the expectations that are attached. Just look at the tick boxes on dating sites. Well, love is a gift that is part of the lottery of life. But I do think it's a serious issue, because infants that are not stroked in the first few months of their life simply perish. Stroking continues into adult life, and a good example is social media likes and likes on YouTube. Now, a study was set up of orphans of war somewhere in Eastern Europe, whereby newborn babies who'd lost their parents to the war were crammed into makeshift hospitals. The nurses were overstretched to cope with feeding. A part of the role was for the nurses to pick up the infant out of the cot and cuddle it and soothe its pain. And those who were stroked survived and went on to form normal adult relationships, where loss is a normal part of the experience of love. Those infants who were handled by the nurses who were overstretched and yelled at the babies in their frustration to stop them crying, went on to enter into abusive adult relationships. But those babies that the nurses simply didn't have time to lift up and stroke, they died. I don't know how accurate this survey is, because it seems very black and white, but I really believe there is a truth there. So, whereas the right to be loved could never be legislated, I still think it's a fundamental right next to food and shelter. Thanks for watching. Oh, I'm a woodworker, by the way.